to be doing a past Halloween costume video. For some reason, I always get told that I say costume weird, so I apologize. I always have to say that because people will still comment and say that I'm saying it wrong. There is no right and wrong ways to say things. Like if you have an accent or if you're brought up one way saying things, then that just goes into play. But anyways, tomato, tomato, potato, potato, hater. Just kidding. So happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you guys have a great Halloween and you celebrate safely. So I don't have pictures of 8 out of the 24 years I have celebrated Halloween. 24 years. Ooh, and I did want to say that I am back on my old camera. You guys really wanted me to bring back the old camera. Maybe I'll do a full in-depth comparison review. And people were saying the sound quality is bad. I didn't notice it at all while editing. This room, however, is very echoey, but it's the best lighting that I can film in my house. So when I was 1 year old, I was Barney. I phoned my mom and asked her, like, what are my Halloween costumes when I was little, and she told me. And when I was 1 year old, it was a Barney costume, and it was very flimsy, she said. Like, the head kept falling down over my face, and I could barely see most of the time, and it was freezing cold, and they layered me underneath with a whole bunch of padding and then put the Barney costume over top. So I was Barney. When I was 2, nobody remembers what I was. That's fun. Nobody knows what I was. Like, that's a little suspicious. Like, what did you do to me? Was I the trick in Trick or Treat? When I was 3 years old, I was a princess, and that's when I was a little girl. I don't remember, I was a Disney princess, but I don't remember which one, and there is no pictures of it. My mom said she thought that I was Belle, but I thought I was Jasmine, so it was some sort of Disney princess. When I was 4 years old, I was a clown. And you can see right here, I was with my cousins. And yeah, I was a clown, and I loved clowns when I was little. Most kids don't, but I loved clowns and I wanted to be one, so there you go. 5 years old, my mom says she doesn't remember what the name is, but I was some like fluffy dinosaur. Like it was a dinosaur costume, not the Barney, but it was just really fluffy. I don't remember it, so that's cool. When I was 6 years old, my friends and I went as the Spice Girls. That's one of my favorite costumes that I have to show you guys. So we were little. I was almost 7. I was 6 years old. And yeah, we went as the Spice Girls. I was Baby Spice. And then there's Sporty, Posh, and Scary. We did not have a friend who wanted to play Ginger because for some reason back then, like all the kids in my school thought it was an insult to be Ginger Spice. Like what? Like she's gorgeous. Well, they're all gorgeous, but like that didn't make sense to me. Anyway, it was like a trend to boycott Ginger Spice in our school. And I was like, what? But I love Baby Spice. I always loved Baby Spice, so I wanted to be her. But my second favorite Spice Girl was Ginger, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Kids, phases. 7, I was a Dalmatian. More specifically, I was my dog Max. I loved Max. Max was my dog at the time, and I loved her, and we had just recently got her at this time, and I said, I want to be Max for Halloween. My mom's like, cool, what do I have to do for this? So my mom, the only costume out of all the ones growing up that we didn't go and buy, my mom had somebody make it for her, which it wasn't that hard and it wasn't expensive or anything, but it was handmade for me, and it was gorgeous. It was the 90s, you guys, like nothing was like high tech. So I was a Dalmatian, rough. And for some reason, growing up, my brother Socks, he hated wearing like the costume part of it. I think he only wore the full costume when he was Spider-Man, but he only would wear like a head, like a mask or like a little ear thing, but he would never wear a full costume. He cried. I don't know what that's about, but he was a cat and I was a dog, and it was really cute. 8 years old, my friend and I, the same girl that was Sporty Spice, we went as like olden times. I don't know exactly how to put it. Like we dressed up like Little House on the Prairie. Our school went on a tour of an older school. Yeah, we just went on a field trip and saw like how they lived and how they went to school in the olden times. That really inspired us, and that's what we wanted to be for Halloween. So we dressed up in like these really like old school dresses, and we did our hair very simple, makeup very simple. It was a very easy costume to do, and yeah, it was awesome. Lots of compliments because not many kids go as that for Halloween, so it was cool. When I was 9 years old, this was probably the best best costume that I have, and I don't have a picture of it. I do have a VHS video of me, but oh, that would take me hours to find. Like, I don't know where it is. But I was a hobo and I loved it. Or like a homeless person. Some people may seem that's like really rude, or I don't know, but it was all in good fun. Obviously, it's Halloween, and I had like these ripped jeans, and my mom put like stains on them and paint and stuff, and then I had a plaid shirt and I tied it up, and my hair was like a huge frizzy mess. We braided parts of it, took it out so it was like a little bit frizzy, teased it, I put like a bird in my hair, like it was awesome, and I had like dirt on my face and stuff, and that was the costume that I got the most compliments on my whole life. So when I was 10 years old, I was a vampire, and my mom did a great job on it. She did all the makeup herself, and I had a cape, and it was just one of those cheapy costumes from Walmart, but it was awesome, and that was one of my favorite ones, like growing up. That was my favorite costume. 11 years old, I was a hippie. And as you can see, even back then, I wore head wraps. I love head wraps. So yeah, it was a good costume to have, and I loved it. 12 years old, my friend and I wanted to be babies so we could wear onesies and put like our winter jackets under them and be really warm because it's really cold here. On Halloween night, it gets so cold. So it was a good way to dress up and go actually trick-or-treating because you could layer a bunch of clothing underneath it. And it was a very simple costume to do as well. Okay, let me give you guys a little bit of warning. This is when my costumes like stop being cutesy and start being a little, why are you wearing that? Slash slut, slash what? This is embarrassing when I was 13. I think this is the most embarrassing one out of them all. Well, they start getting really embarrassing, so let's go. 13 years old, my friend and I wanted to go as goths, and it was some phase we were going through. We were like, oh yeah, let's be goths, and let's always wear dark lipstick. So this is awesome. Like I don't even know. I don't know. I had my belly button here pierced, by the way. So if you're seeing red on my stomach, it was a red jewel that I had in there. I don't know. That's just what we did, and yeah, that's cool. When I was 14, so I was in grade 9, just started high school, my best friend and we went as half and half, and I don't have a picture of this either. Again, one of these weird phases. We went to Value Village and bought jeans, and then we made one leg like good and the other side like evil, and then we bought shirts that were matching, like just plain white shirts, and we put them half and did half good and half evil. And then we bought those headbands you can buy sort of similar to this, but it's like a devil horn on one side and a half a halo. That's what so it's like half and half. And we did one half of makeup like really light and pretty, and the other half like dark, and I don't even know. Like, and we put like tattoos on the evil side and like glitter on the good side. I have no idea what we were thinking, but it's kind of cool if you think about it, and it would be awesome if it was performed in a good way, but we were like 14, so I don't even know. I don't know. Next. When I was 15, I was a cop, and this is where it starts getting a little slutty. Yeah, I wore this to school, and when I was finding pictures of this, I was like, really? I wore this to school? You know when you think back in your life and you're like, I was a hoe? I was just kidding! I wasn't a hoe. I may have dressed like it, I still do. I love titties and I love ass, but I wouldn't get ass. Does that help? But yeah, I was a cop, and that's how I freaking went to school. It was awesome. It was actually my sister's last year costume, so I just wore it for the next year, so when I was 15. Don't ask. 16! I think this was like the sluttiest one. I was a schoolgirl, and yeah, so that's just what I wore out. I was 16 years old, and I was a schoolgirl. I guess it could have been a little cute, but the poses I was posing, like, who are you? I think it's just laugh at Pink Sparkle's video today. I was a pirate. This is not as slutty. This is just like a costume that I wore, and it was really cute. It fit me really well, and it was easy to, you know, breathe in. And this is like when I stopped trick-or-treating. No, I stopped trick-or-treating when I was 15, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure my friends and I still went out a little bit, but those costumes aren't what I wore trick-or-treating. Like, I don't even know. I was multiple things every year, just so everyone knows, but this was like the main things that I was. When I was 18, 19, I do not have a picture of this, but I was a bunny. And not like a slutty bunny, woohoo. I wore a white button-up shirt that had pink buttons, and then I wore a little bow tie and ears, obviously, and I had like little cuffs here, a little tail, and I wore white pants and pink heels. Like, that's what I wore. Like, it was actually pretty, it was my most like classy one out of all of them. 19, I was a schoolgirl again because I wasn't feeling it. Like, for some reason that year I was not feeling Halloween. I didn't want to do Halloween, and I just grabbed random stuff in my closet, so I was like, I'm gonna be a schoolgirl again. I think it was the exact same outfit that I wore a few years prior. The sluttiest one of them all, beware, this is when I was 20. Yeah, I was 20, I was Minnie Mouse. And basically I had lingerie with ears on. That's what I had. And it was extremely slutty. It was the sluttiest costume that I've ever worn. And yeah, you could like see my whole stomach. You could see like everything. Like, you could see everything. So yeah, and my boyfriend at the time was Mickey Mouse. So it was kind of cute. And yeah, anyway. 21, I was Hello Kitty, and it was really cute. I actually did an outfit of the day on this. I will link that down below, but yeah, it was Hello Kitty, and I loved that costume. That was probably my favorite costume out of everything that I was, because it was so girly and adorable, and I gave out candy, and I got so many compliments on the costume. 22, I did not do anything on Halloween night. I was kind of a bum, like I just sat there. I think it's because I had school, so I really had to be studying. But I just threw on a princess dress and Hello Kitty cat ears, and I was a princess cat or a princess Hello Kitty cat. I did a P.O. box haul on that day, so if you want to see that on, I will link that down below as well. When I was 23, so last Halloween, I am so upset. I realized that I didn't take a picture of my costume at all. And that costume was amazing. I was like a sugar candy girl. I didn't do an outfit of the night because last Halloween was the worst Halloween out of all of them. Like, it was just a bad time. I gave out candy at nighttime, like when I didn't have my costume on yet, and I dressed up my animals. And then at night, when Dalton came home from like seeing his family and such, I got ready and we were starting to go out, and everyone was being rude. Like, all of our friends were being rude. Nobody knew what we were doing. Dalton was over it. Like, where are we going? Where are we meeting? Like, we were going to the bar, then we were going to a party, then no one was going out, then people were just gonna go hang out in the parking lot, and then people were just gonna go over to somebody's house, and then all of a sudden everyone's over it, and then there's fights and like fist fights. And we were like, what is going on? So we were here at my house, and I said, okay, well, I'll just get changed in regular clothes then. So then I went upstairs, got changed in regular clothes, came back down. His text message said that we're actually going out now. So I went upstairs, got ready again, or put on the costume again, came back downstairs. Actually, we're not going, so I just stayed in my costume. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wear it, because I did spend like $80 on the costume, and it was really cute. It was like a sugar candy girl. I had a little lollipop bracelet that came up like a lollipop, so you could pretend you're eating it. Like little candy clips in my hair. The costume was adorable. There was leggings and little heels, and oh, it was so nice. I don't even know if I still have it. And yeah, so then we ended up going out. Everyone's like, yeah, we're just gonna meet up. So then we met up, and no one would talk to one another, and I had no idea why. Like, I was like, like, are we doing something? This guy was mad at this guy, and this girl hated that guy, and there was a breakup that night of a couple, and two guys were fist fighting, and it was the worst Halloween. Like, we went out for probably 10 minutes, and then somebody said something to Dalton that was rude, and it was just random, and he's like, F this, I'm leaving. So we just left, and I'm like, cool. So we didn't do anything on Halloween. It was the worst Halloween, and it wasn't fun at all. Like, everyone was upset, and it was not a good time. So this brings us to this year. What are you being this year? I am probably, I mean, I always change my mind, but I'm probably gonna be the Batman that I did the tutorial on, and I am so excited to be the Batman. OMG. I'll leave that tutorial down below as well, but that's what I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be at night. And this year's gonna be way different. We already have a plan of what we're gonna do and see and, you know, everything like that. So that's really exciting. And yeah, I hope this year's gonna be better than last year, because last year was a gong show. So that's kind of why I don't have a picture of the sugar candy girl, because like there was no picture moves. Like it was not a picture-y day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of long, but you know, I had to go through 24 years of Halloween. I'm old. So I'd love to know what you guys were for Halloween. Tweet me pictures of your past Halloween costumes. I would love to see them. And what was your favorite one that I was? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys!